guys know I gotta let the music play out just for a second. I love this. Norm got me so super amped with this intro. I just try to let it ride out for a little bit before I start getting carried away. Hey, yes, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. What's going on, everybody? How are you? Good evening. Welcome to the Making Me Madder radio show. I know. Don't do it. Don't tell me about last week. Today's a different week, and it's Thursday. So how are you? God bless you. God keep you. I hope you guys are starting off with an amazing day. I got some stuff to talk to you guys about before we go on with our special guest, gospel artist, DeWayne Harvey. I can't wait to talk to him. I can't wait. I have questions, and I just want to get some feedback on some things, and I want to see what you guys have to say about him and his songs as well. But in the meantime and in between time, big shout out to Tracy Simmons. Tracy, God bless you. Good to see you on here today. How was your day, Tracy? Mark Coleman. Hey, cuz. Good to see you. How are you doing? Creesha, good to see you, Cree. Anyone who jumps on, you guys know how I like to do it. What city, what state are you in? Holla at your girl. Let me know how your day was. So as you guys let me know what city you're in, let me know what state you're in. As you let me know how your day was, I have got to give you guys some things. First and foremost, I want you guys to know me and my buddy, my good friend, owner of BKS1 Radio, none other than my buddy DJ Storm. Norm and I are going to be doing something. You know, there's a whole lot going on with those who have been affected by the floods, and a lot of people have been affected behind this. So we had a little discussion, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to come up together with some ideas. We need donations. If you can donate any of these items that are listed as items needed, I need you guys to holler at your girl, inbox me, send me a smoke signal, text me, do whatever it is that you need to do. Let me know what you can donate so that we can go ahead and be a blessing to some families. I'm going to have the website posted up, if not by the weekend, sometime next week, so that families can register to go ahead and get some of these items so that we can go ahead and help out. So big shout out to Norm. And I'm just going to thank those in advance who are going to be able to make a donation. I'm not accepting any monetary donation, only things like blankets and canned goods, things of that nature. So if you are able to do that, please do me a favor and inbox me sometime tonight. Inbox me sometime tonight. Let me know what you are able to do. So here's what I wanted to also talk about, right? Real quick. You guys know I got the Unbothered Women's Conference next year, next January 8th at the Pines Manor. It's going to be incredible. I need you guys to register. So August through October, ladies, it's only $75 from November 1st until January. It goes up to $99. I need you to register now, register soon. If you need help a little bit, just inbox me. Let's see what we can do. Try to work it out. Vendor slots, I might not be able to accept not even one more. So vendors are $125. And right now, registration is $75. As of November, it goes up to $99. So I wanted you guys to be clear on that. There's the flyer for that, so you can go back and screenshot it. And we have the Unbothered on Purpose, January 8th, 12 p.m. at the Pines Manor. We have none other than Pastor Pam Barrett-Smith, Pastor Alicia Cooper, and my sweet face here, Evangelist Sheila Vickers. So you guys do not want to miss out on what's going to take place, ladies, in January. So I got some scoop before we get started with our special guest. So I don't know if you guys heard, and let me know your thoughts. Put it in the comment section. I need you guys to interact with each other, but also tell me what you think, and I'll try to get back to some of your comments. I'm going to read a couple of things, right? United Airlines. I read here, and I'm reading here, United Airlines employees who are granted exemptions to accompany United Airlines employees who are granted exemptions to accompany vaccinate mandate for religious reasons will be put on a temporary unpaid leave starting next month, the airline told staff, citing the recent rise in COVID cases. So am I wrong for making the assumption that if you do not get vaccinated based on your own religious belief, that you will be put on unpaid leave? What are your thoughts about that? I had to run that past you guys to get your thoughts. Norm, did you hear about that? United Airlines, oh my goodness. Religious reasons, if you still decide not to get vaccinated because of religious reasons, you will be on unpaid leave. What are your thoughts about that? I found that very interesting. And so New York Police Department, NYPD, opens up a criminal investigation into the death of Michael K. Williams, and they're searching for the drug dealer. They're saying that when they went into his Brooklyn apartment, they found drugs, and allegedly he had overdosed. And, it's so sad because at the end of the day, I don't care who's acting, who is in front of the big screen. We legit don't know what people are facing behind closed doors. We don't know what people are dealing with internally. And we have to keep people uplifted in prayer. Don't think, I used to hear growing up, all that glitters ain't gold. So we have to keep even celebrities in prayer. You know why? Because I don't care how much of a celeb they are still human. I have never been starstruck, ever. The only one who can get my shondo to shift is Patti LaBelle. So I guess that negates the never. But for the most part, Patti LaBelle is the only one that can get my shondo to shift. But anybody else, I'm like, they're people. Because think about it, guys. We all bleed red. Some of us are going to heaven. Some are going to hell. Let's just be honest. We call it for what it is. We are human beings. And I think sometimes people, the pressure of being a celebrity, the pressure of expectation, the pressure of what do I live up to for the sake of saving face comes on these people, and it becomes a problem for their internal mental and emotional state of being. So I wanted to run that past you as well. So you guys keep the family, the friends, and the fans in prayer. Now we're going to go to one other thing really quick. I don't know if you guys heard about Jaheim. Did you guys hear about Jaheim? First of all, I saw something that said R&B artist charged with animal cruelty in New Jersey. I am a dog lover. I love dogs. I love animals, right? And when I tell you, I read that Jaheim had several dogs, and he's being charged with animal cruelty. I think one crate, there was a dog. Each dog had their own separate crate. And in one of the crates, there was a dog the crate was filled with water. They ended up euthanizing the dog. And, I don't do animal cruelty well. And I was reading some of the comments of what of what people were saying. And somebody had said he was too busy putting that woman first. He done forgot about feeding the dogs. And then then someone else said, let me go stream his music so he can pay for a lawyer. I'm not trying to be funny. You can't give people too much. You cannot give people too much because the internet has no chill whatsoever. Absolutely none. And so it's insane. It's insane. Hey, Sheeta, good to see you. I'm just seeing you on here. I see Wanda on here. Ooh, Mother Miller. Mother. I don't see you, Mother. Mother, it is good to see you. And I love me some you. Reese. Reese, it's good to see you, Reese. Y'all know I'm laughing. I'm laughing. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit tonight. What we're going to get into. We have a special guest joining us tonight. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. This will be my first time actually meeting him, and and I'm interviewing him, and I'm looking forward to it. His name is DeWayne Harvey, and he's from Tallahassee, and there's some things that I want us to get to know about him. There's some things I want you guys to get to know about him. I want you guys to hear his music. We're going to play some of his music tonight. Listen, hey, my Evangelist Vickers, good to see you. How is everybody doing? Let me just back up again, because I see all of you guys coming in. What kind of day did y'all have today? Did you guys have a good day? Let me know that y'all had a good day today. How was your day? How was your day today? So, in the meantime and in between time, I had to, today was, I'm going to be honest with you, y'all. I took a day off. Can y'all believe that? How good is God? I took the day off today. And when I tell you it was an honor and a blessing to not have to worry about going into the office, it was a good thing. Today was a good day. It really, really was. And so, I'm sorry. So it was truly, truly, truly a good day. You had an amazing day. You had a good day, Vanna Black. I'm so glad to see that. I'm so glad to see that you had a good day. So glad. So yeah, so I took the day, Reese, I took the day off today. I went in, well, here's the thing. The truth is I forgot that I had a day off. And so I saw the alert pop up on my calendar while I was at work. And I said, oh no, I'm not reminding nobody that I'm, that I really don't need the vacation time anymore. Maybe I'll go to work. And I said, no, Tiffany, you go right ahead and take the day off and relax. And y'all, I had the best day from sun up to sundown. I went ahead and I went and got me a pedicure, got my nails done, got my eyebrows done. Y'all see, look, I snatched her off and got my hair down. And y'all, I posted something up in my stories, and my inbox has been blowing. You know what? Big shout out to everybody that's been blowing up my inbox, because I don't normally wear my hair out. You guys know I normally do a sew-in, or I'll do a little something. I'll do a little wig. And because I don't feel like dealing with it, because the heat will make it go poof. So thank you guys so much for the comments on my inbox and the compliments. This you get a good look now, because I promise you by the end of next week it's going to be something else. Listen. So I made sure to have me a pampered day. I have a lot going on. Last week was the flood, and to be honest with you, my car was stuck in the flood and was totaled. My car has been completely totaled, but God has been good, and he's good. And like I said to the insurance adjuster, I said, my car might be totaled, but my life isn't. How about that? So I want to go ahead and just thank God for that. But in the meantime and in between time, I see somebody over in my peripheral view over there. Hi, sir. How are you? Can you hear me? Is he muted? Oh, you have to unmute your side.
I hear you.
Oh,
I hear you.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful and excited about being here.
I'm excited that you are here. It's a pleasure to have you on.
Yes. I've been waiting. I've been posting, telling everybody that I was coming to talk to Miss Tiffany Parker.
Wonderful. Well, I'm so excited. I've been posting, sending out smoke signals and everything else too. So we're in it together. High five from a distance.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So let me tell you something. First and foremost, I have I noticed some things that you're from Tallahassee. What is the weather like right now? I'm seeing sun beaming in. Is it sunny right now?
Well, I don't know how it is in Tallahassee. Right now, I'm in Tampa, Florida.
Oh.
And it's not sunny. It's it was sunny, but it's like drizzling.
Okay.
So we got a little drizzle going on, but I'm glad for the drizzle because, we've been really, really hot.
So that kind of cools you guys off a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. Florida has some interesting weather. One moment it's a downpour. Next moment it's like nothing ever even happened.
You are so correct. So correct. And when it comes, it comes.
And when it comes, it comes. I had read so much about you, and I was so tickled pink. I read something that Dr. Bobby Jones named you the Renaissance Man. What made him come up with that name for you?
Well, after the years have gone by, how that came about, I was doing Bobby Jones' gospel show on BET.
Okay.
And we got up to sing, and all of a sudden, Bobby Jones announces, "Ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you the Renaissance man of gospel." DeWayne, I'm like, huh? Where did that come from? But when I went back and researched what a Renaissance man is, it's someone who has many talents and does many things well.
Yes.
And sometimes you never have to toot your own horn.
Right.
Even though I knew Dr. Bobby Jones, I didn't really go into what I did or how I did it, but it was so many people around him that knew what I did, that knew I was a healthcare administrator, that knew I was a trained nurse, that knew I had several businesses, and they would tell him, "You need to get to know him. You need to make sure you talk to DeWayne. You need to make sure you do this," until they sang my praises, and he knew all the things that I was doing without me even telling him or out saying a thing.
Wow.
And because when I tell people, treat people the way you want to be treated, and you see so many people and you're kind and you're nice to them, they always return. And I'm so grateful. All my life, people have just returned unto me what I've given out to them.
Oh, if that is not a blessing, I don't know what is.
Yes, it is.
People don't understand. That is truly an honor, because the truth of the matter is sometimes people don't even know how to give back even an inkling of what you have done. But God will move their heart to do what they never thought that they'd be able to do. You know,
and many of them didn't know they were doing that. They were just talking about me and just telling, "Do you know him from Florida? You got to know him. Got to know DeWayne Harvey from Florida." And I'm so grateful that they did. Some of those who sang my name, I don't want to give my age out, but back in the day, they've gone on to be with the Lord, and you never understand the impact until they're gone. Elder Bishop Hobbs is one of them. He was such a great inspiration in my life, and so many others that I can never repay what they did for me.
Wow, that's truly a blessing to hear. It's a blessing to hear, and to be able to come in contact and interact with such people. That had to have been so humbling as well. When you realized that, because when you mentioned the whole healthcare part, and you went from healthcare, now, were you singing all of your life, or what got you into gospel from healthcare?
Well, my mom says that I was in gospel first, and then I ventured out into healthcare.
Come on,
my mom tells the story about how at 3 years old, I had to have a robe just like the choir had. I had to have whatever uniform they had on, and I was singing. I was the only child singing in the choir, and the only child doing all of that stuff. And so she knew at the age of 3 what my life was going to entail.
Right.
But singing is just a natural thing. You never want to come to our house on holidays like Christmas when we could all get together.
Right.
It's going to be some singing going on there, because I come from my aunts and uncles. They could really, really sing. Wow. And I'm like, Lord, you miss me. My talent doesn't even compare to theirs. And I always thought I was the one who didn't get the talent. But they always took time to push me because they could really sing. And I'm all in awe. I have an aunt and an uncle who's still living, and they sing. When I tell you they sing, they sing. And so it's so grateful to be in the company of them just doing what God gave me. And it was inbred in me. What can you do in a little country town with dirt roads other than sing and clap your hands?
Come on.
With chickens and hogs running around and that kind of thing. So we had to make entertainment, and one of those entertainments was singing and singing and harmonizing. You know, there's a unique harmony when a family gets together. It's nothing like having that family harmony. You know, we try to duplicate it with others, but when a good family gets together,
yes, sir,
and they lay those parts in, yes, it's nothing like it. So,
oh, that sounds beautiful. That sounds absolutely beautiful. And I love what you mentioned about your family, about your aunts and them, and how they pushed you. You know, that's a beautiful thing, because sometimes people can see what's in you and they're like, we don't want to push too much, because what if they supersede? I've seen it in families. But when you're surrounded by genuine love, that look at where it pushed you to. You kept going.
Yeah. And I was just, I'm a pastor also. As a pastor, you do a lot of funerals.
Yes, sir.
And one of the last funerals I did was my cousin. She was the oldest living relative. She was 103 years old that we had. And so I was there, and they had asked me and a couple of the family members to sing. And so I was telling everybody, I'm hoarse. I don't want to sing. Y'all just sing. I'll do background. Right. And they act like they were slowful and moving. So I just started singing. And when I started singing, one of the greatest things I'm recording, I'm out there. But one of the greatest things that I could hear, my aunt, who I said could really sing, she called me after the funeral. She said, I don't know what you did, but you sung the daylights out of that song today. Woo. I just had to call you and tell you, you sung and you ministered. And people start calling my phone. Do you know what you did? I said, what did I do in the middle of being mad? Because I was upset that nobody else would sing. And I said, what did I do? They're talking about, we don't know how you did it, but the anointing was so rich. It was so rich at the funeral. It blessed us. And, even in traveling and in singing in front of people, I think that's one of the greatest compliments that I've had that has stuck with me in this time of the pandemic, that even though I'm one of you, I'm not treated as anybody different. I'm just treated as a cousin.
Yes, sir.
You still can see the anointing that abides on my life.
Yes,
and get something out of what I'm doing. And I'm forever grateful.
That is amazing. And speaking of pandemic, what the Lord allows.
Yes, ma'am.
That song has blessed me. Besides the fact that I said, oh, okay. When I started getting with the beat, I was like, okay. And I love roller skating. So I, of course, started moving my feet like I'm skating. And then I started listening to it. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, it's going to be okay. How did that song come about?
Well, it's interesting for me to tell this story. So I always get kind of emotional when I tell it, because I was going through a period in life when things just weren't going right. I'm an entrepreneur. I was owning my business. Looked like my children were acting amok. Things weren't going right there, and things were just falling apart. And I'm like, God, now you told me to do all the things that I'm doing. God, you gave me all these children, and God, I was complaining to him like, now what's going on?
Right.
There's a human down here, and it looks like you're putting more on me than I could bear. I was just riding to church, and I was just crying, and I was having a conversation like none other with God.
Yeah.
He didn't answer me. He just let me ride to church and cry and complain. But when I got to church and I walked up the steps and I turned the doorknob, all of a sudden I heard what the Lord allows, just like that, the whole song. Time I opened the door, I called the praise team. I said, come here real quick. I have a new song. Let me teach it to you real quick. Taught them the song. We sung it that Sunday, probably sung it for an hour, blessed the church. And it was a done deal. I knew I had something, but with the beat of what the Lord allows, I always imagined myself. I said, I want to make gospel music.
Come on, sir.
That I always pictured myself in a convertible, riding down Santa Monica Boulevard in California with my top down, and vibing to this gospel music.
Yes.
And I wanted to make gospel something I could take to the beach, something I could hear, something I could be excited about. And that's what the Lord does for me. From the beat to the music, it makes you want to. It makes you want to move.
I promise you, my feet were gone. I was skating all like in my head.
Yeah, it makes you want to skate. It's just a good vibe.
It is.
And so many people were like, "Well, that's a departure from you're a traditionalist. You're used to writing traditional songs and working with people like Angela Spivey and Dorothy Norwood and that kind. And to go from that to." And I tell them on this new album, probably what the Lord allows is the closest thing you get to church. Wow. All of the songs are kind of urban. They kind of make you move, but they have great messages. And I'm so grateful for the word and the inspiration that God's given me. And when people say you are a great writer, I don't take credit all by myself. I start calling myself a writer, but I say I'm more like an interpreter. I just hear these wonderful songs and I start singing them. It's like angels are singing in my ears. So I can take no credit for that. God just sends me these songs and I'm just the instrument that he uses to get them out.
You know what? I love that. It's like angels singing in your ear. That just sounds beautiful. Well, I'll tell you this much. I have somebody right now on my Facebook page that said that they love that song. And I know one thing. I can't wait to go ahead and get ready to play What the Lord Allows with DeWayne Harvey and Fred Hammond. You ready to rock out to your song, sir?
I'm ready to rock.
Let's
rock.
get it.
Hey, Fred, this is DeWayne.
Hey, Pastor, how you feeling?
I'm just passing through, and I need your help on something.
Oh, okay. What you need? One of these 64s? You need a Rivy? You need a Cutlass? What you need? I got a Chevelle. What you need?
All of the above. But you know what? The Lord gave me a song now. You know how I was dealing with the pandemic? He gave me a song just for this time, and I know you can help me on it.
Oh, yeah. Well, come on through, man. Let's see what we got.
Oh, come on in your car, at home, on your job. Come on and just groove with me and Fred. Knowing that what the Lord allows, it's already working for your good. What the Lord allows, it's what you need. He is everything to you. What the Lord allows is what you need. He's everything. He's everything to you. Sing it! While you're riding through your storm, you are not alone. God controls the wind, and He controls the waves. The storm must obey every word that He says. He's everything to you. He's everything to you. What the Lord allows, it's what you need. He's everything, everything to you. Oh, what the Lord allows is what you need. Everything to you. Come on. Oh, don't question why His will and His way. Just let the Lord come on in, and He will make a way as He will. His hand is never slack to what He promised you. Let Him be your everything, and He'll be everything to you. What the Lord allows is what you need. Everything to you. Everything to you. What the Lord allows is what you need. He is everything to you. Oh, God is my everything. Oh, He is my everything. Oh, God is my everything. My Savior is my everything. God is my present help, source of my strength, strength of my life. Yeah, yeah. He's my water in a dry place, my everything. He's my bridge over troubled waters, my everything. My everything, my everything. God is my all in all. He's just what I need. He's my everything. He's my way out of no way. My everything. Oh, my everything. He's my everything.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
all we need. Yes, sir. Yes, Norm just said it's a beautiful song. That song there is something. And it's, you know what I love about it? And I like what you said about how it flows. It's upbeat. It's uplifting. It's not just upbeat, it's uplifting. And we are in times where people literally just don't know which way to go. They're still struggling with this pandemic. There's disasters everywhere. And so this here, you felt good after doing this song, didn't you?
Oh yeah, we recorded it during the beginning of the pandemic.
Wow.
And that's why I was talking to Fred. Yeah, we're dealing with this pandemic. And although I had written the song about 3 years prior, um, it just seemed the right time to release it and the right time for me and Fred to sing it. When I sung the song, I always knew Fred would be the great counterpart for the song. And so it was just a great feeling that even though we're going through this,
Yes.
you got to look at it like this. I always look at things as my glass being half full instead of half empty.
Yes, sir.
Whatever God is allowing us to deal with through this pandemic, He has us dealing with it, but so we could learn something from it. Lord, let me learn these lessons that I need to learn so that we can move on. And that's how I look at it. What do you want me to learn while I'm here? Help me learn it. And if nothing else, one of the things that I do know for the believer and for myself, that the pandemic had a way, although it separated us from church, it had a way of drawing us individually closer to Him.
Yes, sir.
And so I do believe that he has a way of drawing us closer to Him, because when you don't know the outcome,
Right.
when you don't know how it's going to turn out, and I was one of those, and I always share this, I was one of those who was exposed to COVID after I was vaccinated.
Really?
Yes, I got COVID after I was vaccinated. But I thank God that I had the vaccination, because all I had for about 3 days was a terrible headache. And I'm one of those who has every condition that they say you shouldn't have. I'm diabetic. I have sleep apnea. I have different allergies and things. I have asthma. And then you can look at me and tell I'm just a tad bit overweight.
Oh, please. You are not a tad bit overweight at all.
So all of the things that you should not have, that the statistics say it's going to attack you and it's not going to do you well.
Right.
God preserved me. And to come out of that, never losing my taste, never losing my taste buds,
Wow.
nothing happening but a headache. Now, I have to admit, it was the worst headache I ever had in my life. But I could deal with the headache, but I could breathe.
Oof.
I could move around. So I'm grateful. And when it first started, my family was like any other African American family. We're not going to take this vaccination. We're not going to do it. Right. And I told my wife and I told my children, I said, I'm going to pray and ask the Lord for guidance.
Right.
And the Lord told me, take the vaccination. Okay. So I didn't mince words. I took it.
Right.
And I'm so grateful that I took that vaccination, because I believe it helped save my life. Wow. And I tell it everywhere I go. I know it's an individual decision. You can decide what you want. I can only tell what happened to me. And I'm forever grateful.
Well, I know one thing. I'm grateful too. Because, I get a chance to have this amazing conversation with you, to hear a survivor story. Because there are people that are very leery about the vaccination. And they, it's how can I say? It's not one of those things that you just jump on the bandwagon to follow everybody, because everyone's response and reaction to it is going to be different, because everyone's body is different.
Yes.
And so you have to be careful. You have to know that this is really a God thing for you, and use wisdom. But thank God for God's timing for you to be able to get it when you did, because it's no telling what the outcome could have been.
Yeah. And like you said, it's everybody's. That's why I started out with, I went to God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I asked God, what should I do? Because I believe He guides us in every decision. You can get up and ask him what clothes to put on today.
Come on, sir.
And he'll tell you what clothes to put on.
Yes, sir.
And you don't know if he tells you put on the red dress, if he telling you to put on the red dress because you're going to walk into a bank and there's going to be a lady there and she said to herself, millionaire, I just need to bless somebody, the next person that walks in here with a red dress on. You never know how God is going to work.
Yes, sir.
And so you can ask him and trust him with everything. And that's what I did. I trusted him with everything. And I didn't doubt what he spoke to me. You know, I didn't second guess it. I didn't doubt. It was good for me.
Yes, sir.
And I told my children, I said, I'm not doing this just so I can take the vaccination. One of my sons was having a baby, he and his wife. And I told him, I've got to give myself every opportunity to be present in this young man's life. And that's what I'm doing. I'm giving me, so maybe this will help me be here so I can see him. And thank God I'm here today because I got COVID before he was born, but I was still here when he was born.
Right.
And I'm so grateful.
I'm grateful too, and I know all of our listeners and viewers are grateful. One of the ministers at my church, her name is Minister Carla Cook. She said, and I call her Dr. C. She's such a sweetheart. She says, "To God be the glory for the testimony." And then we have Lucretia on here. Lucretia, who I call Cree. Cree says, "Yes, if God be for us, who can be against us?" And
That's
Stephanie
right.
Mars says, "Thank God." Thank God. And I want to back up real quick. Minister Wade Roberts, in regard to your song, said, "That's a great skating song for Central Park."
Great.
Yes,
Tell him to
indeed.
blast it in Central Park.
Yes. Okay. You get a boom box, put it on your shoulder, and let's go skating.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I love this song, but I got wind to something else.
Yeah. What is that?
I got wind to a song you did called Ever Really Wonder. Woo!
Oh my, that's on this album. Those two songs are on this album.
I was going to ask you if they're both on here, so they
Yes,
are. That is wonderful.
Yes.
How did that one come about?
Well, Ever Really Wonder was a song given to me. I was just riding again. And so many people complain about, I wanted to start, they'll tell you, I want to start a business. I want to do this and I want to do this. And you go back to them in 5 months and they're still in the same place.
Right.
They never started. They never went to talk to a bank. They never got the loan. They never got the space.
Right.
They never, all these gifts that God gives, and we have a tendency not to do it.
Right.
And my preference behind that is a lot of times it's fear of the unknown, fear of what could be, what's not going to be, are scared because you never walked into that territory before.
Right.
But you know you're supposed to do it. You just don't know how to get there. And instead of finding out and pushing your way through, we just throw up our hands and relax because we're comfortable in the place we are.
Right.
And then the song asks the questions, have you ever really wondered why you're so afraid to try?
Oof.
And the answer is, it's because you don't want to live like God is planned. What is the deal?
Come
He
on.
keeps on sending blessings, but they keep passing by. And the reason why is because you don't want to live. And what I meant by that when writing those lyrics is, when God gives an idea, if you ask him, he'll give you directions.
Yes,
he'll
sir.
give you what step to take. He'll give you where to go. He doesn't leave us alone. So he will take you through all of it.
Uh-huh.
You just have to be open. See, we get the idea and then we want to run and do it our way.
Yes, sir.
Or we want to put our spin on it. When all you have to do is ask God to lead and guide you, and he'll take you through right where you're supposed to be. And so when I say because you don't want to live,
Right.
it's because we want to do things our own way. And we only want God for the idea, but not the follow through.
Woo! Did y'all hear that? We only want God for the idea and not the follow through. Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret. That everybody is they're going to hear the secret that I'm getting ready to tell you. Not only are they going to hear the secret, they're going to see it, because we are about to go into playing ever really
Oh.
wonder? Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you, God.
Yes, sir. And we are excited. You ready to rock out again for the second time?
I'm ready to rock out.
Come on here, sir. We're going to
Now,
get
you told me you was coming out of this house cutting this hair. When you gonna get your own shop, man?
It's been tough, Pastor. Money's low. I've been trying to get out the house and get my own shop, but it's just rough right now.
You gotta try. We can help you. Jazz.
Now you know we can.
You know, I wish I could just try and not give up so quick. God has a plan.
Have you ever really wondered why? Hey, have you wondered why? Why you're so afraid to try? Just try. It's because you don't want to live like God is playing. What is the deal? What's the deal? Blessings keep passing by. They keep passing by. And still you wonder why. It's because you don't want to live like God is playing. What is the deal?
Opportunities wrapped up in packages, blessings coming my way. Wondering why I feel like trying from day to day. I pick it up and put it down, not finishing what I started. Looking for a better way, but it's me that keeps on stopping. God's been good, opening doors, showing me the way. But my way seems better, I keep going nowhere. But then I stop, really? Trying to figure it out, why?
It's because you don't want to live.
So many times I thought about trying my dreams, my vision keeps dying. But when I look around and see what I see, the problem in trying lies in me. God, give me just a little more grace to tackle and wrestle with the demons I face. Then let me start over again, recognizing your plan and potential in me.
Have you ever really wondered why?
Ever really wondered
Why you're so afraid to try?
So afraid.
It's because you don't want to live like God is playing. What is the deal?
What is the deal?
Blessings keep passing by. But still you wonder why.
Still wondering
It's because you don't want to live like God is playing. This is for real.
You're giving to me so much, all the gifts I can't compare. My business, my home, my ministry, everything wrapped inside of me. But then I doubted my ability, wondering how can you really use someone like me? And then you keep on reminding me of the promises and blessings in store for me.
Have you ever really wondered why? Why you're so afraid to try? It's because you don't want to live like God is playing. What is the deal? Blessings keep passing by. But still you wonder why. It's because you don't want to live like God is playing. This is for real. Have you ever really wondered why? Ever really wondered why? Blessings keep
Don't let the blessings keep passing by. Don't let the blessings keep passing by.
God's way to try. Don't let the blessings keep passing by.
God's way.
God's way to try.
God's way.
Blessings keep passing by. Blessings keep passing by. Don't let the blessings keep passing by.
Have you ever really wondered?
Have you ever really wondered why? Have you ever really wondered?
Have you ever really
Have you
wondered
ever
why?
really wondered why?
Really wondered why? It's because we don't want
It's
it.
because you don't want
It's
it.
because we don't want
It's
it.
because you don't want it.
It's because we don't
It's
want
because you
it.
don't want it.
I love it. Let me tell you something. One of my girlfriends, Cherie, said, if you could see me dancing right now. Alicia, that's my girl. Alicia went up and put the hands up with the fire. And Lucretia said, put all the fire up going on, all these fire emojis. Wade said, I need this CD. He rocking and teaching at the same time. Wade, you better say that. He said, I need this CD. He's rocking and teaching at the same time. And Alicia wants to know, who is the female? She says her voice is amazing and said that this song is everything.
Oh, that's Jasmine McClover. And not only am I an artist, I'm a record label executive. I own Innovative Records. And Jasmine is on my record label.
Wow.
Yes, she'll be coming out with new music real soon. It'll be dropping the beginning of next year. Jasmine is coming out on her own. But before we drop the album, my album, she's singing with me on another song that we're getting ready to record the video to next weekend. It's called Like Mike. So I'm excited about what she does. I met Jasmine. Jasmine came to Tallahassee at Florida A&M University as a freshman. She came in the church, heard the music, heard the preaching, fell in love, and joined the church.
Wow.
And she was at the church for 4 to 5 years while she was in college, and then she moved back home. Now she resides in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I live in Tallahassee, Florida. Okay. So we are often together. I'm writing music for her. Some rap artists are joining. It's really young. It's fresh. It's a great sound. I can't wait for the world to hear Jasmine McClover.
We can't wait to hear her. This was, I mean, she does have, her voice is so clean.
Yes. It's a natural gift. She's been singing that way. She used to be so shy.
Okay.
And I didn't know she could sing. And one Sunday, I do this thing called, sometimes during the service, called an unusual praise. Okay. And I'll go into what I call a prophetic mode. And I just walked up to Jasmine and I said, the Lord said, why are you not singing at this church? This is your church. Why are you not singing? And so I handed her the mic, and all of a sudden this voice came out. Woo! And she was so shy. And the Lord said, he said, after she sung and she was so shy, you needed to be here because he's going to bring out in you what needs to be brought out in you. And Jasmine became a totally different singer. And it's just amazing to see her develop.
That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful to hear. Minister Wade also wants to know, what is the name of your church?
It's the Greater Blessings Tabernacle of Praise in Tallahassee, Florida. I've been pastoring there now in the 16th year.
Congratulations.
And the church was a mecca for students. At Florida A&M University and Florida State University. Mm-hmm. They would come in, hear about the church, hear about all the wonderful music, and they would gather at the church. And I tell people I have members all over the world, because one of the sad things about my type of church is that they come in and they leave, and you get so accustomed to them being there, they're like family. But what the blessing comes from that is I have family all over the country that my ministry has touched and reached. And so I'm forever grateful that God gave me that.
That is amazing. You know what? Let me tell you something. You have blessed my entire evening. I know everybody on Facebook Live, those who are tuned in, I see hand claps. I see someone commenting still. This has just been an incredible night. How can people find you on social media, and where can they purchase your CD?
Well, first, you can purchase it on any digital platform. You can purchase, you can stream it. I'm everywhere. All you have to go is to your digital platform and type in DeWayne Harvey, and you will see the music. It's there. You can follow me or check me out on the website. The website is DeWayneHarvey.com. DeWayne Harvey, I think I said it right, DeWayneHarveyMusic.com. Okay. And then you can follow me on Facebook at DeWayne Harvey Music. You can follow me on Twitter at DeWayne Harvey, Instagram at DeWayne Harvey. So there are a number of ways you can follow me. Look up the music, any digital outlet, just whatever you can do, help the cause. I just want to get the word out, and it's some more wonderful music coming. Like I said, I'm a pastor, yes, and I may get some strange look, but it's not your traditional church. But like Ever Really Wondering, like What the Lord Allows, it has some wonderful messages to the song if you take time to listen at it. God said some awesome things, and it's a real album of encouragement. joining me on that. I have Mignon Bolton, who's also joining me. I got Kalante Gavin, who's joining me on a song on the new album. I have Angela Spivey is on a song with me. All of my friends are coming together. New artists that I have first time recording gospel with. I knew her when she was a baby, and the girl can sing. And her name is Alyssa White. She's joining me on a song. Y'all gonna put me out to church when you hear this song. It says, "Say that you love me again." Oh. And everybody that hears that says, "This is R&B. This is not." Because I say, y'all not listening at the words. Right. Y'all not listening at the words. Listen at God uses whatever he wants to use to get his word out. Listen at the words.
And you know something that you just said, it's not your traditional. And I'm not trying to be funny. So you praying for me in advance? I need you to pray. I'm praying.
You sound like me. I always get myself in trouble.
A nice disclaimer. Listen. I promise you, on everything I do, I have to put a disclaimer out. But when we think about what the Lord really did, when we think about Jesus, did he really ever go with tradition?
No,
he did not. And I think that's what we get so caught up in.
Yes.
Man has made tradition. Jesus broke tradition. And this is what we don't want to take into account. But that can go. We can flow there and stay there.
See, I'm on page with you right there. Because I'm one of those preachers that believe God uses whomever,
yes, sir,
whatever, and how many ways that he wants to, when he wants to.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I believe that the anointing is for a specific time, and he can come and anoint who, what, and whenever he wants to.
Absolutely.
And when you have like kind of an open mind like that, then you are more able to accept the wonders of God.
Yes, sir.
And so I'm just grateful to be living. I'm happy.
Thank you.
Enjoying life. I'm going to be living my best life.
You sure will be.
All kinds of living my best life, and trying to serve and leave a mark on the world.
Right. And you will. And you are. And I want to just read these last comments real quick. Minister Wade said, "Thank you for your ministry, sir. May the Lord continue to bless you and your ministry mightily." And Alicia says, "Thank you for this blessing." Tracy Cox says, "Blessings." And Sharice said, "Amen." Thank you, kind sir, for the blessings that you've bestowed in regard to music, that you allowed it to flow. Thank you for listening and being obedient to the sound that came in your ear. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you again soon.
Oh, I have enjoyed it. It's like having a conversation with my sister. Right. we just talking, and you can talk and I can talk. We'll be talking for hours and hours and hours.
The next one, we're going to have to, look, Norm will tell you, I come in here with Starbucks. The next one, I'm going to have my Frappuccino and say, get your stuff, because we're going to need a little bit of extra time to continue to flow and go.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I don't take it lightly, because you did not have to open your platform to me. And for that, thank you, and thank you for allowing God to use you in this manner. So many people will be touched, healed, blessed, delivered, and set free.
Come on,
just because of you.
To God be the glory. To God be all the glory. Thank you. God bless you. May you continue to go forward. And y'all hear what he said. Let's go ahead and do what we can, you guys, to support the one pastor. I said that for my Shondo. Pastor DeWayne Harvey. What the Lord allows, and that amazing song that he also did, Ever Really Wonder. I went ahead, you guys, and pinned his page on my Facebook page. In the comment section, I pinned his name. Y'all go ahead and follow him. Y'all go ahead and encourage him. Show him some love. This is a COVID survivor, and let me tell y'all something. He said he's a pastor of 16 years. COVID ain't the only thing he survived. Trust me.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the
Lord. That's
all
I have to say. No comment.
So y'all go ahead. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Making Me Matter radio show. Text somebody. Go ahead and send a text. Tell a friend. Let them know that the Making Me Mad radio show was on the air. We rocked out tonight with Pastor DeWayne Harvey. Go ahead and support his music. Share his page. Get your people to go ahead and go on iTunes and whatever is necessary to go ahead and be a blessing to this man's life and ministry. God bless y'all. God keep you. And I hope you have an amazing night. Good night. Good night, Pastor.
Good night.